Good morning, another Coffee with Greg. My son Ford told me to call it Chill with the Hill, but it's Coffee with Greg, and we're glad to have you here. We're in Alvin today at Rocket Boom Coffee. Last week we were in Pearland, the week before that in Friendswood. We're going to try to hit every city in the district, maybe more. Maybe we'll double back, but welcome to Coffee with Greg. All right, before we get to today's first question, let me just say first that this campaign is just moving fantastically. We've hit probably 1,000 homes. Over the weekend, we block walked 500 homes in the Fort Bend County area, and we're working throughout the entire district, meeting one-on-one with people in Brazoria County, Southeast Harris County, passing out all kinds of campaign merchandise. We've got 1,200 yard signs that are out throughout the district. By the end of this week, we'll have 100 4x8, the big signs, and you are probably seeing them. So thank you so much for everything that you've done, all your support. And if you want to block walk this weekend, contact us. We're going to have about 10 to 15 people out block walking again this weekend. And this is just exciting time. So if you need merchandise, anything you need, just let us know. We're going to get it to you. We're so glad to have you on our team. As part of this show, as you know, we love to hear from our viewers. And here's today's first question.
Hi, Greg. My question to you is, how do you feel about term limits and the Windfall Provision Act?
Okay, thank you for the question. As to term limits, I agree that we should have term limits. Some say that term limits can be handled in the voter booth, but I think, as you can tell, there's congressmen and congresswomen that have been there for 30 or 40 years, so I believe that term limits should be imposed. Senator Cruz has got a bill that would impose term limits at 2 terms for Senate, which is 12 years, because they serve 6-year terms, and 3 terms for Congress. The problem that I have with this bill, I'm for having a term limit bill, but I think it should be tweaked. I think Congress should serve also at 12 years. That way it mirrors what the Senate does. The problem with Congress is that you get up there and I'm told it takes anywhere from 7 to 8 years to be effective. And so if you're only serving for 4 to 6 years, the only constant in that situation would be the lobbyist. And we don't want the lobbyist running the government. So I think you should have term limits at 12 years for U.S. Congress. So I think it's an important question. It's something that we should be focused on. All right, and as for the windfall elimination provision, this is a serious issue that affects not just only teachers, but also first responders, firefighters, police officers, anyone that pays into a public pension system. And basically what it means is that if you've worked in the private sector for 20 to 30 years and then you shift and work to serve our community as a teacher or a first responder, what happens is when you retire, the amount of money that you paid into Social Security, you're not going to get all that like you would if you were not serving our community. That's not fair. It's an antiquated system that what it does is it cuts the amount of money that you're going to receive in retirement from Social Security to half. And in some cases, under the government pension offset program, it will actually eliminate any kind of spousal benefits that you would receive. As a private citizen working in the private sector, when your spouse passes, you are entitled to his or her Social Security benefits. You will not get those if 2/3 or more of your pension from the public sector is greater than your spousal retirement benefits. And that means they just get eliminated. Congressman Kevin Brady has got a bill that he has put forth in the last session that didn't grow legs, but the next session he has said he's going to be putting forth the same bill. And this is a reworking of this system. Basically, the money that you put into Social Security, it's not going to be calculated under this old antiquated windfall provision, but rather the money you put in, you should get back. And so that's going to be nice. Also, it will eliminate this government pension offset program to where you'll be entitled still to spousal retirement benefits as you would if you were a private worker. So these are important issues. I've got retired teachers in my family and law enforcement, and I was a former high school teacher and former Border Patrol agent, former judge, and all those things would have affected me as well. We need to make sure that those that choose a life in community service are rewarded and not penalized. Very good question. Thank you so much. As I've said in previous episodes, I want to hear what's important to you because it's important to me. So please send your questions to coffee@electgreghill.com. Thank you.